Hey, what's up, YouTube? All right, I'm coming with you with my first makeup tutorial. I'm gonna do kind of like a fall type of look. So, all right, I'm just gonna get into it. First, I'm gonna use all-in-one mattifying, oily or even sensitive skin. I have really oily skin. So I'm gonna use this basically as a toner. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna use primer. This is Hard Candy. You can kind of find this in Walmart or anywhere. Like Walmart is where I got mine. And this is the 12-hour power. They got different ones. So I'm gonna put that on.
You can see that kind of rubs on a little bit here.
I'm gonna go in with the Becca Evermatte. And this is the poreless primer. I do not put this all over my face because it leaves a very white cast. So I just put it in the places that I know that I get oily a lot, which is of course in my T-zone area. A little bit of that. Warm it up just a little bit. And I'm going to dab it in. I'm not gonna rub, I'm gonna dab it in. Okay. That should be fine. All right. I'm gonna start my eyebrows first. My Anastasia Dip Brow, and this is in, if you can see it, it's in chocolate. As you can see, it's almost gone. I used to have a spoolie on the end of this. I do apologize. I don't exactly know what this brush is, but it's kind of angled, and it's very thin and precise. So any type of angled or precise brush would work. And then I just use an actual spoolie. I believe I got this from Sephora. I also got this from Sephora. And this Dip Brow Anastasia, I got it from Sephora as well.
I like to start in the middle since the
Product at the bottom of the eyebrow, and then I use the spoolie to kind of brush it up. So that way the product could kind of go into the brow instead of me pushing the product from the start all the way in. And it looks a little bit more natural that way, if you can see. Brows are not identical twins, they're sisters, okay?
Alright, so then I'll go back in. I have very little product on there now. And then just...
This is how I like to do my brows. You don't have to try to do your brows this way, but this is how I like to do them.
I'll go back in a little bit more. Just do... That works. And just take your spoolie and kind of take it from an angle. Build up. You just want to make sure that you do make it like hairs in the front. You do not want it to be boxed. That does not look cute at all.
Okay. All right. So the brows are done. Now what I do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean up the brows with concealer. I like to use LA Pro concealer, and this is in the color Fawn. You can see it's LA Pro concealer. 1 second. I use the actual brush that comes with it first, and then I'll take that, and then I'll get the product a little bit on here.
So I'm going to start here. And then across front. And it's going under or not, doesn't matter. I do not. And the reason being is because I feel like your eyebrows need to look as natural as they possibly can.
And then what I'm basically going to do, I normally don't use this brush, this angle brush, but this is the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush, and I believe, if you can see it, I'm sorry, you might not. It's an angle brush, a little bit thicker than the angle brush I use for my eyebrows. I got this from Target, and then I'll just... All right, so that is done. What I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go in with eyeshadow. I normally don't use this. I normally use my Urban Decay potion, but that I need to change out. So I'm gonna actually use concealer as a primer, and I'm gonna use this NYX Gotcha Covered, and this is the waterproof concealer. This is very, very thick, so please watch how you put this on because it's very thick. It gives you full coverage, and it says full coverage, and it definitely gives you full coverage. This is in the color Golden, and it's GCC06, so in the color Golden, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my lids. Okay, like I said, a little goes a long way. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever HD powder, and this is the just the translucent, it's white. And then all I'm gonna do is take this. I'm just gonna take this little brush. I got this brush from Target, I believe. So I'm just gonna take this little brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this all over. And I'm doing this basically so it can set. Okay. I am going to go in with, and this is almost gone. This is MAC Sado, as you can see, it's almost gone, but we're gonna try to work with it. And I'm gonna put this all over my lid and definitely focus in the crease. And I'm gonna use the Pro Tapered Crease brush, and this is a MAC brush. This is, I'm sorry, no, it's not MAC. It's not. It's a Sephora brush. This is from Sephora, and this is the Pro Tapered Crease once again. So I'm gonna use what is left.
And then I'm going to focus on my crease, and then I'm going to build it up. You want to make sure that you're blending. I can't stress this enough. And then we're going to do the other side.
I'm gonna go in one more time, and this time I'm gonna start in the crease, but I'm gonna kind of drag it up.
So crease, circular motion, go upward and then look down. I'm going to do the same for this one. Starting your crease, going upward.
Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna actually go in with Naked 2 palette. Y'all remember this palette? This is a very old palette, but I still have mine. I think one of them went all over the place, and that was the blackout in this palette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the copper, and that is right here, right there. I'm gonna take that copper color, and then I'm going to take that other brush that we did the other thing on. I'm just gonna get that here that we did the HD powder on. I'm gonna go ahead and take that brush because it's a little bit smaller. This is not smoke, it's just this. It's a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna take this brush. I'm gonna take this brush, and I'm going to go in with that copper color. So.
And I'm just going to focus on the crease.
Okay. And I kind of go in, go all the way in, and just focus on the crease. Just go up a little bit, but not too much. Okay. That's that copper color, and it's not really showing, but that's okay. We just kind of want that gradient effect. So now I'm gonna go in with a brown color, And I'm going to actually use the, I'm doing 4 colors before I get to my base color. The Aaliyah palette. It's my Aaliyah palette. Is it Princess of Soul? I believe it is. This is brown color right here. It might be Princess of Soul, but I'm not, honestly, I'm not too sure. But it's this brownish color. This color. I'll focus a little bit more on my crease. I'm going to spread it back over, but put it a little bit low the other one. And I'm going to use this brush again. And I'm just going to take that.
And I'm going to focus right on the crease. And focus a little bit on the crease here.
Alright, so now I'm going to go in with one more dark color. And I'm going to take a crease brush. And this brush is from Essence of Beauty. If I'm not mistaken, I also got this from Target. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think I got this from Target. I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go back into my Naked 2 palette. And I'm going to get the color Busted. And it's this color right here. Called Busted. And I'm going to actually focus on the crease, but the outer crease. And then I'm going to make a V with this one.
Okay, like right here. Then make a V.
I'm actually going to go back in to my, with this, and I'm going to go back in just to kind of blend everything together. So right on top of it.
Just to blend everything together.
Now, the star of the show. And this is Wet n Wild, and it's called Envy. I actually got this at the beauty supply store for like $1.99, $2. And it's this real pretty green. I'll swatch this one so you can see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Very pigmented. So I'm going to put this all over my lid. This NYX brush, and it's a flat brush. Doesn't really have a name for it, but it's really flat, and it's from NYX. I think I got this from Target.
I need to do that. Whoa. I'm going to actually end up wetting it to give it a little bit more color.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take a little bit of this, put it on my hand, just a little bit, and then I'm going to dab the brush in it. Then I'm going to dab it into this. Okay, and then now what I'm going to use, no, I'm sorry. As you can see, I don't have it all together. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back into my Naked palette, and I'm going to go back into that copper color. It's right there where my thumb is. And
On the outside a little bit. Just a little. Just to bring everything together.
so now the eyes are done, and of course everything will be brought together in the end. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start on my makeup. So what I'm going to do, and what I like to do, is I like to color correct. And I just use LA Girl Pro Conceal, well, the orange corrector. I don't put this all over my face. I don't think it is necessary. So I like to put it a little bit around my mouth. area. I have this little line on my nose. You might not be able to see it, so I just put a little bit. And then I like to just dab some of the blemishes that I have. Like here and here. Here. And that's really it, because I normally don't have that many dark spots, but that's really it. That's all I like to do. I don't tend to try to use anything. I'll use this beauty blender, stamped beauty blender, to go ahead and go in and dab. Before I go in with my actual foundation, I just started using this MAC Strobe Cream. And I actually use it a little bit all, actually places all over like this. And I know it might not be meant for that, but especially in this area. And I'll just pat it everywhere. And what I don't do is I don't pat it like all the way in. I just kind of pat it a little bit. And I actually got this as a +1 when I bought the Aliyah packet. I don't know if they sell it, but it's the strobe cream. Now the fun part, the foundation. So I am going to take this Chanel foundation, and I am in the color 91, which is caramel. Okay. What I like to do is I like to put this on my back of my hand. 2 pumps is good. I actually like to use a stippling brush to actually place it on my skin, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender. So this makeup kind of gives you full coverage. And I just stipple this on. I don't really drag it. You see as it gives you full coverage. I think this matches well with my skin. A little bit about this makeup. I like it. I think it matches well. Even throughout the day, it doesn't necessarily oxidize on me. So it kind of stays put throughout the day as well. The only con I have about it is, and it may just be my skin, it's not mattifying. But I get oily regardless, so that's the whole point of me putting the Becca on in certain places. But it's really good full coverage. It lasts a long time, and I have a flawless finish, as you can see. So, and I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender. Honestly, I don't know where I got this beauty blender from. I'm sorry I didn't. It's actually my mother's, but you can kind of use any beauty blender. It's not gonna hurt you. So now I'm gonna go in and highlight and then contour. So the highlight that I am going to actually use is gonna be the MAC. And this is in the color NC42. This is their Studio Finish concealer. And then this is, looks like. What I like to actually do is, with this specifically, I put it under my eye only. And I don't put it directly under my eye. I kind of put it a little below my eye. So like that. Reason why I don't put it directly under my eye, for one, it doesn't need to be under that close to your eye. Because what you're going to do is you're going to blend it up. And that does, in fact, crack down on the creasing as well. So I'm gonna do. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with, I got this from the Walgreens. This is the Master Conceal Face Studio. And this is by Face Studio, I'm sorry, that's what I said. And this is a medium. It's very, very light, so you do not want to use that much. And I only use it under my eye. I don't use it anywhere else. I'm just going to place a little bit here. Yes, I did waste some on me, but okay. That's it. Now what you're saying is, why didn't I blend it out? I'm going to blend out together. No, it's a cream and a liquid, but I want to blend mine out that way. And then what I do is to conceal the rest of my face, I go in with this, which is Warm LA Pro Conceal and Warm Honey. I go in with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to conceal this part, and then I'll go in with the other concealer.
And I'll take it all the way out to the nose area.
And I go all the way up. And you see how I basically had to go up anyway in order to conceal. So that's the reason as to why you don't need to put it directly under your eye. Kind of doesn't make sense that way. But if that's what you like to do, fine.
And like I said, it's better to do it that way and not put it down.
And I only want my under eye to be this bright. I know you're looking like, wait a minute, it's too white. But as you know, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go in with my Warm Honey, and I'm gonna conceal my nose, just a little bit of my forehead, because my forehead is kind of big. And then I'm going to go ahead and conceal right here and then my chin. Like I said, I have a really big forehead, so I'm not concealing that much. I am going to now contour. I love contouring with the Brilliance Radiance, and this is like the Double True Complexion Custom Concealer, and this is a medium to dark. So what I take is the dollar store, and this is an e.l.f. professional eyeliner brush, but I use it for contouring. I'm gonna go in with the lighter color first, and then I'm gonna kind of swirl it a little bit in a darker color. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit right here, and I'm gonna angle it. That's it. That's all I'm putting it. I'm just putting it right there. Go ahead and do the other side. Right here. Do not bring this all the way down. You're gonna blend it out. Please don't do that. That's irritating. Then I'm gonna put a little bit right on my jawline, just a little. Like I said, I have a big forehead. And then I put a little bit on the side too. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna blend, because that's our friend. Okay. I'm gonna stop. I like to go on with this brush. Now this is the MAC 109 brush. MAC 109. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more. Go back in with my black radiance. Okay, bring it down just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Up. Okay. And go in with it right here. So we've gotten that. So now what I'm gonna actually do is go in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Translucent, this is the translucent one. The setting powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and set, of course, where I concealed. And then I'm gonna take this brush, and this is my Real Techniques brush. This is the powder brush. I don't leave this on for long. Studio Fix. And I am in the color NC45. And I'm just gonna swirl it, and I'm gonna dust everything off. Tap it, and dust. This is the e.l.f. Contour and Blush and Bronzer palette. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. As you can see, I kinda use it a lot. And then I'm just gonna focus back on my eyes. And I'm gonna actually go in with the green and put green underneath. And I'm gonna use this e.l.f. brush. It's a really short flat brush. I don't know what it's called. And I got this from Dollar General near me. They sell a lot of e.l.f. products, so. And now I'm going to go in with Precision brush that we had, this one. I'm gonna go in with the MAC Saddle, and then I'm gonna put it on the bottom of it. Run it right in the bottom. All right. Then I'm gonna actually take, it's called Penny, and this is from Wet n Wild too. I got this from the beauty supply store in my area, and it's that copper color. I'm going to take that brush that I had, that black brush, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna contour my nose. I'm gonna contour in here because I can barely see on there, so. The fun part, lashes. First, I'm gonna go in with the Great Lash Maybelline, and this is the Black is Black. And I'm just going to
just give it one
And these are lashes that I reused. I got these from Target. You know what? Target might as well give me an endorsement deal. I got them from Target. They're reusable. Well, I reuse them. I just make sure that I take the glue off after I'm done. But I got these from Target. It was for $1. It's one of their e.l.f., I believe. And then I'm going to use my Duo adhesive. I only use the black. I don't use the one in the blue and white. That's white. I don't know. I just think the black is better for me. What I tend to do is I'm put it on my hand first. Oh, just a little bit. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna run it through. Make sure I have everything off of it. I'm gonna run it through like this. Real thin. I don't use the tweezers to run it through that. Only because I feel like I have more control this way. When I run it through, I also put more just on the ends. So I'll dip the ends back in. And now I've already cut these to the size of my eye because like I said, I reused them. Place my tweezer in the middle. Like so, okay? Once I place my tweezer in the middle, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in and you're gonna kind of look down, but not down as much. So what I'm probably gonna do is use this. You're gonna kind of look down a little bit. And when you look down, you want to actually place it in the middle first. So it's the middle and then you get the sides. So I'll place it right directly in the middle, make sure it lines up. Then I'll do the outside and then I'll do the inner corner, okay? So. All right, once it's on, go back in. Like so. And that's it. That's all to it. Looks right. All right, so I got my lashes on. Now, almost done here. The next thing that I like to do, so it's like a powder blush bronzer type thing. Make sure my lashes are okay. Okay. Okay, it's MAC and it is Format Frost. I got this a while ago. And what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna go in with that 109 brush. And I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna put a little bit because it's like a reddish tint.
I just put it right above the bronze a little bit. It's right above it.
All right, and then the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with Black Radiance, and this is in the color Warm Berry 83005. And I got this from Shoppers. You wanna use a little bit of this because it will show up and you will look like a clown if you put too much on. Okay. Setting spray. And this is the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So I'm gonna go on my setting spray. I like to go on my setting spray first, then I'll go back in and do my highlight. Okay. And now I'm gonna actually go in and highlight. And I'm gonna take my Pro Fan, and this is 65. I got this from Sephora. And I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish. And this is in the color Gold Deposit. I don't know if they still sell Gold Deposit. A little bit on. And then I'm going to I'm gonna go back in with my skin finish, and I'm gonna do the side. And then I'm gonna go back in with the MAC. And take a little bit of it right here. I just put it right in the middle and this lightly on my nose. Okay. All right, so I did everything thus far. Now we're gonna do our lips. I'm gonna actually use MAC Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy lipstick, and I'm gonna do it with the cork. Y'all don't laugh at my cork. It's almost gone, but I had to put tape in it because it broke. I'm gonna go on with cork. I'm gonna go on with Rosebud, and I got this from Sephora. This is really good and very versatile. I've used it for my eyelids, like the scissor look. It acts as like a gloss to me. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go in with cork first. I'll line my lips, and I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. And then I'm gonna actually go in with my MAC Chai lip gloss, and I'm gonna put it on top of it. And that is it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and being patient with me. If you like it, subscribe, you know, all that jazz. Y'all know what to do. And yeah, so hopefully I see you guys back. Thank you once again. Thank you. Bye.